In almost every race, religion, and culture, virginity has been used as the core basis of an argument to control women. Even today, for some reason, virginity is really sought after. In some places, women are still subject to the illegal two-finger testing. Young brides are still sold in virgin markets. People pay thousands, if not millions of dollars online for someone else's virginity. And in some cases, if a bride is not a virgin, then she'll either be shamed, beaten, or if not, outright killed.
De lo que le interesa es una niña virgen, una niña seria. ¿Qué más que una niña cristiana?
Просто ако не е момата девствена, като я продадеш, започват да приказват за нас долни, курви, мъсти, такива. Значи не изпадна.
زن برایم جنگ کرد که دختری که بدی برایم خونیتی اشیا رفته.
Girls who pledge not to kiss or have sex until they marry, and fathers who pledge to be their daughters' boyfriends until they find them a man worth marrying.
There we go. So of course this begs the question, what is virginity? Why is everybody so obsessed with it? Where does it even come from? So virginity is the state of a person who is never engaged in an act of sexual intercourse. But there's no way to test whether or not truly someone is or isn't a virgin, medically speaking at least. And everyone also has a different idea of what sexual intercourse is. So I see virginity as a concept, an idea. Also, it seems to be an idea that only seems to be applied to women. Men can be virgins, but for some reason in pop culture it's seen more as a joke. Versus for women, it's seen more as a prerequisite. Now, this prerequisite for girls is not anything new. It's actually been around since the dawn of civilization. So we have to start from the very, very beginning, during the agricultural revolution, when society went from being formed by hunters and gatherers to more farmers, settlers. Property started to be way more important. So men started to be more valued because they could do hard labor, and women started to be more valued based on how many workers, children, they could produce. I'm sorry. This is also when we made the switch from being a matrilineal society to being a patrilineal one. Men had to make sure that the kids that they were raising were legitimate heirs. They were his. And so this arises to the concepts of virginity and adultery, both mostly applied to women. And of course religion, which in most cases stem from patriarchal societies, enforced the concept of virginity as one of their central tenets. In ancient Rome, Vestal virgins were the keepers of the sacred fire of Vesta. If the fire was ever extinguished, it was believed that the Vesta virgin was corrupted. And the penalty for a Vestal virgin having been found doing any sort of sexual intercourse was being buried alive. In the Middle Ages in Europe, Christianity saw the rise of the Virgin Mary kind of as the new Eve, heavily bolstering the status of women, or at least the importance of purity. The concept of chivalry, for example, was established in the defense of the honor of a fair maiden, a virgin, so it basically sought to train men how to protect these fair ladies. In Hinduism, premarital virginity on the part of the bride is considered ideal. The Vedic wedding centers around, I'm so sorry, the Kanyadan ritual, which literally means the gift of a virgin by the father of the maiden. Weirdly, sex wasn't taboo in ancient India. I mean, that's how we got the famous Kama Sutra. In Islam, premarital sex is forbidden, but as you can assume, in most cases, a blind eye is turned to the male, whereas a woman engaging in any sort of premarital thing, non-negotiable. As the concept of virginity rose to importance in many religious doctrines, virginity also started to be closely linked to a woman's character. The idea of being a virgin quickly became linked with what is best for the man. Women were not only supposed to be unspoiled and pure, but submissive and beautiful. Sort of an object. I mean, virginity is literally closely linked to the objectification of women. So honestly, I'm kind of confused. So far, I have been talking about virginity as part of a woman's sexual currency. Until she has sex, she is more worthy of a mate, or is more highly sought after by men. Waiting to have sex would increase your value in this marriage market. But for others, virginity can simply be something intimate, something to be valued, protected, etc. But that's not what I'm talking about here. Obviously, this obsession with virginity affected people from all over the world, and many myths and legends surrounding virgins arose. The Aztecs believed avocados were so sexually powerful that virgins were banned from eating them. The ancient Greeks believed that certain snakes would only allow themselves to be fed by virgins, and according to legend, only virgins could tame unicorns. One of the weirdest things that did happen was that a Slovakian countess killed approximately 500 virgins to bathe in their blood daily, in efforts to stay young. I mean, virginity was either a weapon wielded by women or it was a weapon wielded against women. I mean, men would go to wars, invent marriage contracts, all in order to protect the idea of a woman's virtue. At the same time, if that woman was perceived to no longer have that virtue, no longer be pure, then she would just be discarded by society. I thought I would just share my thoughts because I think virginity is one of those weird concepts. I mean, it's been around basically since the dawn of civilization. It makes up the basis of society itself. And it's a weird double standard that applies only to women, not really to the same extent for men. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not judging anybody if they want to continue being virgins. Do your thing. Not judging anyone who's not a virgin. You also do your thing. I just thought it was a weird concept that I really started reading up on lately because I was very, very curious. And so I thought I would make a video on it, share my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Virginity is weird. It's weird, not gonna lie. So yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and move on to your next video. And if you have any videos that you would like me to do about history, travel, etc., then please leave a description in the comments below and I'll make sure to do a video on that. So yeah, hasta luego, chicos.